Hey everybody, Dirili here. Thank you so much for joining me for another episode of Piofiore among Dante's route. It's the middle of the night kinda, and we lost our kitty, and he seems to be in Dante's room. So I'm pretty sure something really cute's gonna happen here. I left you guys off on a little cliffhanger, but let's go see exactly what's going on in there. You can just sit back, relax, and let me read you a story. I slowly approached the door, knowing full well who was occupying the room at the moment. Oh, peeking through halfway, I peeked inside, and sure enough, Dante was there, sitting in his seat. I noticed gun parts sit across the desk, but Dante wasn't doing anything. That was probably because Carlo was at his feet, trying to get his attention. Carlo crouched, wiggling its bottom, and suddenly jumped up toward Dante. Aww. Finding his footing again, Carlo snuggled into Dante's arms. I couldn't tell exactly what was going on in Dante's mind, but I could tell he was flustered. I guess he's never had a cat before. I need to get Carlo away from him before he causes any trouble. Just go in there and say, "I'm sorry, the cat got away from me." Just when I was about to make myself known. Oh, he's a natural. The cat likes him. Dante made an expression I didn't expect. Huh? He looked so calm and gentle. He put down the gun that was in his hand and gently rubbed Carlo's back.
What happened? Are you lost?
He escaped is what he did.
I see. Do what you want then.
Perhaps Carlo could tell Dante didn't mind his presence there. Carlo slowly closed his eyes. Oh, he's going to take a nap with Dante. He seems so happy, but I'm sure Dante is going to have a hard time with him sleeping there. I overcame my hesitation and spoke from the other side of the door. Dante? Dante looked over at me with his blue eyes.
Come in.
Excuse me. With his permission, I stepped into his office. I'm sorry to bother you so late at night.
It's fine.
Thank you, Dante.
For what?
For the kitten, of course. Everything. The books and the records and for him.
You found out.
Find out? Well, I should have figured it out rather than found out, but oh well. Yes, and I appreciate your concern. I'm sorry I didn't realize it sooner. Thank you.
No.
Huh? How many ellipses can there be between us? The silence is killing me. What do I say? As I pondered how to break the silence, Dante began speaking.
Name?
Huh? What's the cat's name?
Does he have a name?
Oh, yes. I named him Carlo. What do you think?
It's fine.
Dante squinted a bit and began to rub sleepy-headed Carlo again. Carlo must be helping us. I feel much more calm speaking with Dante now. Well, pets are said to have a calming effect on people. Hey, Dante, can I ask you a question? I knew I might be overstepping my bounds, but I mustered the courage to ask. He nodded in acknowledgement. Let's see. Can I trust you? Why would you ask that? Aren't you going to, make your own decision about whether you can or not, no matter what he says? Can I trust you? It bothers me that every day passes without much knowledge on what's going on. And yet, I want to believe in him. I want to believe that this expression shows his true nature. He didn't flinch at my sudden query, and instead answered me very calmly.
It's hard to convince someone to believe in what the Mafia has to say. But I have my pride and honor as boss. There are some things I will never do.
Never do, like...
I I can promise you that I will never do anything that goes against my honor.
Thank you for saying so, Dante. I felt I understood what he was getting at. The person in front of me is the pride of the Falzone family. I should believe in his honor as a boss. I respect the fact that you're carrying your family as their boss at such a young age. Dante closed his eyes and in a calm manner began to speak.
Each person is born to their own fate, a destiny of sorts. Many do not encounter their fate in their lifetime. But I can see mine, which is why I have no regrets with where I am and what I'm doing.
Sister Sophia said something similar before. She mentioned that people are given a destiny by God, and to move forward without fail once you realize what you're destined for. His words were reminiscent of Sister Sophia's, which brought my emotions to the surface. Oh, don't cry again.
Lily?
Tears began to flow from my eyes. I could tell Dante was surprised by my reaction. I'm sorry. It's just that... Carlo jumped onto the ground, sensing Dante's movement. Oh, he didn't jump down to comfort me. I suddenly remembered Sister Sophia. Dante stood and quietly came toward me. Is he going to comfort me? As I kept my head down to hide my tears. Huh? He patted me on the back as if he were consoling a small child. Oh. The warmth of his hand slowly melted away the tension holding back my tears. And just like that, tears flooded out of my eyes. I know that was awful. I'm sorry. I'm really bad at acting like I'm crying.
It's normal to cry when you lose a family member.
Sister Sophia! I couldn't hold myself back any longer. I was simply a crying child, my face drenched in tears. Dante continued to rub my back gently through all my sobbing. Oh, his warmth was something I could trust. It felt as if his warmth lifted my soul out of the pain that racked my physical body. Harlan mewed quietly, watching over us. He's just mad that he's being neglected. Meanwhile, better go over there. Rat hunt. Why are the Chinese rats? I rather resent that. Just a little. The moonlight peeked through the night clouds. The Falzone family could be seen amidst the night, and for one reason: to exterminate the rats. Tonight's hunting ground was in a back alley near the edge of False. Please, I need some of your caramella. I heard you were the guy.
Lucky for you, I've got some today. How about 2 lire?
The man brought out a simple wrapped candy. 2 lire? What the hell? It wasn't that expensive before.
Hey, you don't have to buy from me. Not my fault it cost more later.
But please, you have to...
Do it.
Huh?
What the? Don't look at me like that. You are the one intruding on our territory. And without even the courtesy of a request from the Lao Shu. So, the way I see it, the punishment fits the crime. I gestured to Nicola, and he pulled the trigger.
That's what you get for stepping out of bounds.
His bullet hit the man right in the forehead.
Damn, Nicola looks cool like that. Ah!
The young boy crumpled to the ground in fear after seeing the drug dealer fall.
See that boy? Don't get involved with drugs. Now get out of here.
We let him be and continued through the night looking for our next prey.
Looking for more trespassers. I soon took my leave from Dante's office and headed back to my room to sleep. It's always like one line too early that they send us over there. I got into bed, but this time I was able to fall asleep with a strange sense of calm. A few days later, wanting to get a breath of fresh air, I went out into the courtyard where I met Nicola.
Buongiorno. You're looking fine today.
Not looking so bad yourself. Buongiorno, Nicola. It's thanks to everyone here for being so kind to me.
Oh, really? After all that sulking, I'm glad you're finally enjoying your stay. Or maybe you're just becoming too accustomed to being held captive by the mafia.
Stockholm Syndrome. I'm not supposed to be captive, really, am I? Am I? I wonder what would happen if I tried to leave. Well, that may be so. Well, I can't say that I'm completely familiar with how things are, but...
Where's your kitten?
Carlo, he's in my room for now. Well, of course I'm not going to take him out. I'd never catch him again. It's not like you walk cats on a leash, although I've seen some people do it. You can't imagine how feisty he is when he's awake, running all over the place. He's still a baby.
Huh.
He doesn't seem that interested, despite being the one who asked about Carlo. It's just making small talk that he doesn't really care about, I guess.
It's a bit harsh of Dante, isn't it? Don't you need more than a kitten to keep you here?
Huh?
No matter how well you're treated, it doesn't change the fact that you're not free to do as you wish.
Not at all. I mean, Dante can be harsh at times, but... Are you saying I need some male companionship? He did put me under his protection, and he's taking good care of me. I really appreciate what he's done for me.
Huh?
Oh, Nicola, if you don't mind, how are things in town?
That doesn't sound good. I suppose I can let you in on a bit. After all, you have the right to know what awaits once you leave.
Thank you.
We're taking care of some problems around the area, cleaning up the town, if you will. However, it may be a while longer before we can let you return to the church.
I see. I suppose these sort of things take time.
I can't elaborate any further, but you can get Dante's approval or ask him yourself.
I always have to ask the man himself. Ask Dante. I feel like I'm a Karen and I have to keep going to the manager all the time. The guys are like, I can't tell you that without Dante's approval. Fine, let me talk to the manager. That night, I saw how kind Dante could be. Because of that, I wasn't as scared of speaking with him as much anymore. I understand. I'll ask him directly.
Well, good luck. Oh, but Dante has to attend dinner late this evening. You'd better go see him while you still can.
Oh, well, let me know if now's a good time.
If your conversation with Dante runs long, could you help him with his preparations?
You mean like tie his tie for him? Something I can get nice and cozy with?
Choosing his attire, for example.
What? I'm not sure I'm the right person for that. But if there is something I can help with, I'll do my very best. But you can help with that. It's not like you have a horrible taste in fashion.
Huh. I'm counting on you.
Grazie, Nicola. See you again. I thanked Nicola for his kind words, then quickly headed to Dante's office. I hope I'm not going to burden him. I wiped the hesitation from my mind and was prepared to knock on the door when...
Yes, I'm fine, but...
Huh? Don't eavesdrop, what are you doing? It's as bad as all the staring you keep doing. Bad habits, staring and eavesdropping. That voice, it can't be... Sister Sophia! What? Why did they lie to me? Oh, Lily. I ran toward a person I didn't expect to see ever again. Sister Sophia, I can't believe it's really you.
Yes, it's really me, Sophia.
Sister Sophia embraced me tightly, Feeling her warmth again made my tears flow from my eyes. I'm so happy to see you. I thought you were dead. Wait, how could Sister Sophia be here? I was sure this wasn't a dream. The warmth of her arms was proof that she was alive. My joy in seeing her again was tainted by the utter confusion raging in my mind. Sister Sophia was alive all this time? Does that mean Dante was lying to me? I know Signor Falzone would protect and care for you, just like I...
Sister Sophia.
Dante stood to interrupt Sister Sophia.
I'm sorry to bother you, but we need to talk. We don't have much time.
Wait, Dante!
Go back to your room.
No, I demand to speak to the manager. How? Dante grabbed my arm and forced me away from Sister Sophia as he dragged me to the door. Please, I want to speak to her. Not now, apparently. Sister Sophia! What's it gonna do if I just stand outside the door and just keep banging on it the whole time? The door slammed in front of me. I could only stand there in a daze, bewildered by what was happening. Though we don't even know what's happening. Afterwards, I waited for the two of them to finish their conversation, but as soon as she stepped out, she was taken away by Dante's men. I tried to talk to Dante about what was happening, but he simply waved me off. I couldn't enjoy dinner with so many questions still unanswered. Later, Leo came by to see what was going on, and I told him all that had happened.
I see.
Leo frowned a bit after listening to my story, then began to speak.
I'm sure the boss has this all planned out.
Planned out?
He's head of the Falzone family. He's the fearless leader of everyone here.
Leo's eyes were glistening with pride. I could tell he fully trusted Dante from the bottom of his heart.
So there's no way he would have lied to you for no reason. After all, the boss knows what it's like to lose a member of the family.
Dante must have lost men loyal to him throughout his life. The former boss, Dante's father, has already passed away as well. I understand that he knows what it's like to lose someone precious to him. I wanted to trust Dante, but it's kind of hard when he lies about something like that. The memory of Dante's emotions and the expressions he'd showed to me were replaying in my mind. No matter how you looked at it, Dante was hiding Sister Sophia's whereabouts from me. Unless he didn't know that she was alive either. Of course, we're probably getting this early, but we'll go see what's up. All ears. Oh, this place is dingy. Yang! Hey, Faye! I heard something pretty interesting.
Interesting.
Wait, that means you were eavesdropping on Yang, weren't you, Lan? I couldn't help myself. I don't get guests from the church every day.
Well, I guess so.
So, what were they talking about? It sounded like a strange story. A fairy tale? Something about the church?
Ah, that kid. What was his name again? Orlock? He's the one working for that Roseburg guy, right?
Yep. He came to share some intel with us. He said something about the Ross guy going against us if we act out of line.
Huh.
He also said something about the Falzone protecting someone.
Oh, that sounds interesting. Come on, Lan, give me details.
Okay.
Does she have details?
I felt betrayed, especially since I had begun to slowly build trust in him. It was that kitten. Won me over. You little traitor thing, you. Carlo came to me and rubbed his back against my ankles as if to console me. Thank you, Carlo. I slowly stroked his soft back while feeling a sharp pain aching in my chest. Days passed without a chance for me to speak with Dante. It had also been a while since I last saw Sister Sophia, until one day. A lot of days of nothing. I'm coming. Huh? I couldn't hide my surprise, since I was expecting Leo to be on the other side of the door.
Lily, do you have a moment?
Please, come in.
I came to apologize.
Well, it took you long enough. You should have come and apologized to me that same night. It's been days. Dante mumbled his words quietly, then handed me a gift. Oh, you think this is supposed to make it better? Huh?
I lied to you about Sister Sophia's death, despite knowing it would cause you suffering. I forced you to spend days in sorrow and despair over a false event. No matter the reason, the fact that I hurt you has no justification.
Well, could you at least tell me why you did that?
I'm truly sorry for what I have done. Will you accept my apology?
He offered a bouquet of red roses to me to show his sincerity and ask for forgiveness. Wasn't it a single red rose? I awkwardly reached out for the roses and took them into my arms. Oh, let's see. This could be misinterpreted, because red roses are supposed to represent love. These are not apology roses. You do know that offering roses like this could be misinterpreted. Crimson red roses were also used to express love for another person. Yep, exactly. I doubt he has any intention of showing his love, but I had never been given roses like this before, so my words came out quite harsh. But Dante didn't show any anger, and instead smiled at me. But is this more of like a... He's so bad at showing feelings that he feels like he's actually been wooing me this whole time. So now he feels like I should understand that he's head over heels in love this whole time, and these red roses should come as no surprise at all.
Yes, you're right.
I couldn't tell what his gentle smile was trying to convey, but I could feel my heart racing, and my cheeks stung with embarrassment. So then, why did you lie before? There must have been a good reason.
No matter what I say, it'll only be an excuse, and will diminish my apology to you.
I understand. I'm not looking for excuses either. But I do want to hear the truth. If Sister Sophia wasn't hurt, why would you need to lie to me about her death?
Sister Sophia and our family have been connected for a long time.
Sister Sophia and the Falzone family? It's an odd connection.
I didn't want you to know that. This was also to protect her.
The Mafia protected the town, so it was no surprise that they'd also be connected to its people. But it isn't ideal for a sister of the church to be connected to the Mafia. So you lied to protect Sister Sophia's name? Is that it?
You wouldn't believe me if I said that we didn't know what happened to her.
So you said she died? We can't find her, so she's probably dead.
Yes, once you're connected to the Mafia, you can't escape so easily. You should know that, as someone who has grown up here in Bologna.
Yes. Knowing anything about the Mafia can be life-threatening to the citizens. If so, then... Dante lied to me so that I wouldn't get involved in their duties? I may be over-speculating, but... No. Dante would surely... He sent me books to help pass the time and relieve my mind of its troubles. He allowed me to join in with everyone to enjoy our meals together. He sent me a kitten. He sent me Carlos so I wouldn't be alone. He had been caring for me all this time.
I said it was just coincidence that I was there when you were attacked. What actually happened was that Sister Sophia contacted me to come.
Huh? Sister Sophia asked for your help? And that's why you were there? Yeah, she must have caught Orlok sneaking around. Dante nodded slowly, his blue eyes showing hesitance. How much should I tell you?
I can't say much more, at least not for now.
I calmly looked at him and nodded my head in acknowledgement. Thank you for sharing this with me, Dante. There's still more that's unclear, but the question that had been burning in my mind has finally been answered. I felt a warmth in my chest as I carefully held the roses close to me. Their fragrance filled the air, enveloping me. As Dante looked at me, his expression was the same as before, but I wasn't scared of him anymore. The roses adorned the windowsill as the moonlight shone through its beautiful petals. I still don't know who Dante really is, but what he sees as boss is different from what I see. But I guess I can say with some certainty that he is a very kind person. I still didn't expect someone so cold to apologize as sincerely as he did. He is a boss, isn't he? Yeah, see, a single rose, not a bouquet. I reached out to the roses, and rubbed a petal between my fingers. Thinking about what happened was still making my heart race. I mean, this is the first time I've ever received roses from a man. Well, we got flowers earlier. I guess those weren't roses? The ones that what's his name bought me in place of Dante? Aren't they pretty, Carlo? I smiled, looking up at the roses and stroking the small Carlo in my lap. Sister Sophia is alive. The truth washed away all my troubles and relieved my soul of its grief. It shouldn't. For all you know, Sister Sophia is a traitor. We still don't know what's going on. Thank God. Thank you. The starry night was glimmering beautifully. I think I can sleep well tonight. Chapter 3. Ambivalenza. Is that ambivalence in Italian? I stood in front of Dante's office, took a deep breath, and knocked on the door.
Come in.
I hope everything went well, Dante. I bought you a cafe latte and a baba. Baba? I'm used to that meaning grandmother. A cake steeped in rum-flavored syrup.
You can put them...
Oh. As Dante pointed to his desk, his phone rang.
Who is it? I see.
Well, I'll be going. I hurriedly placed the dulce on his desk and tried to leave as quietly as possible. But, did he grab my wrist?
Ugh.
Dante was still on the phone, but he gestured something to me. Is he telling me to stay? As I wondered what he was trying to relay, he spoke into the phone again.
Connect me.
Is it really all right for me to be here? Well, that's what Dante says. The call connected, and Dante spoke in his usual calm tone of voice.
A word of warning, Paris. Stay away from gambling. I can accept your disagreement with the Falzone family, but keep in mind that our ties end the moment we part ways. That's fine. I'll be waiting.
Dante coldly and abruptly ended the call. He then raised his face to look at me.
I've kept you waiting.
Only for a few seconds. Oh, not at all. I'm fine. It's not like I do anything all day long in that room. Was there something you needed from me? Dante sipped the warm cafe latte on the desk, and after a brief pause spoke.
Let me guess. Julia told you to bring my drink here.
Yes, everyone in the kitchen was so busy, so I was the only one who could come.
Apologies. This was the responsibility of our housemaid.
Not at all. I've been under everyone else's care, so I'm pleased to be able to help. And if we're talking the mafia here, shouldn't there be more than one maid, really? I'm sorry for disturbing you. I'll be careful next time.
Did you make this baba?
Yes, though I did learn the recipe from Julia. Dante reached for the fork to take a bite. He chewed slowly as if to savor it. Huh? Do you like it? Do you like it? I waited, unsure of what he wanted from me. He took another sip of his cafe latte. I need the reassurance.
Dulce is quite delicious.
Ah. Senpai praised me. Huh? My heart tightened, seeing his sweet smile and gentle words of praise. Really? I stuttered a bit with my reply, and Dante chuckled.
Grazie.
Oh, it was my pleasure. I couldn't believe how flustered I was from our casual conversation. It's because you're falling more in love with him. I cleared the dishes and utensils from Dante's desk and exited his office. He caught me off guard when he praised me, but I'm glad he liked it. It's always nice to know that your work is appreciated and enjoyed. The next day, I visited the kitchen around the time that Julia's chores were about settled. Oh, and in fact, we'll stop there. That seems like a good place to start the next video. A change of scenery. So I hope to see you there or in any other of my videos. Like and subscribe if you will. Dirili signing out. Bye bye, everybody.